So after 8 months, they've finally arrived. Bienvenue and welcome to 150 Days of Winter. Hello! 7 screws, 1 plate. So after 8 months, these goggles have finally arrived from China, and it's the level of anticipation of seeing if they are a hot mess or actually worth the money is unbearable. Hi, my name is Alex, and when I'm not skiing or recovering from surgery on my leg, I review various pieces of tech and skiing items. And in this case, I'm reviewing the Icebrkr ski goggle, the first ski goggle with bone conduction technology. As you can see from the box in front of me, it hasn't been opened yet. You might also notice one other thing in front of me, that basically, and this box, when it arrived in my letterbox, appeared to have had a little bit of a tough journey from China. I don't know where the damage happened, whether it was in China or France, but this corner of the box looks very water damaged and crushed in, and also it's a miracle these actually arrived, as my address label is barely visible as it has been half washed off. However, that is one of the few things that I cannot blame on Bone Tech, who produced these goggles. And so why don't we dive in and see what these are like on the inside. These goggles were initially meant to arrive in November. Anyone who's been following my channel will know that I made a video chronicling the misinformation, the lack of communication that this company has given since November until what is today. And today, if you want proof, is the 2nd of July. So 8 months delay. If you would like to watch that video and you haven't already, the link is up there. Anyway, let us see what is in this box. So inside here we have the goggles in a hard case and an extra set of lenses. Both look like they are not damaged, which I guess is a good point. So what are my first impressions? Well, you've got a standard USB cable for charging. If I take these out, there is a cleaning cloth, and that's it for the hard case. Before I start and actually review these goggles, and again, this is just literally my first impressions, just taking them out of the bag, I want to try and review these goggles in 2 parts. The actual goggle itself and the gimmick, as in the bone conducting headphones. There's no point having a really good goggle and a really bad gimmick, or a really good gimmick and a really bad pair of goggles. So if you want to jump to any of the chapters in this video, the links are down in the description below. So looking at the goggles first, all in all the fit is fine. Around the nose there are no gaps. The 2 layers of foam are okay, nothing special. Of course the lenses are magnetic, which makes changing lenses easy. However, anyone who takes multiple lenses on the mountain is just showing off. In my opinion, it's just another thing to get broken in your pocket or backpack. Pick a lens at the beginning of the day and stick with it. However, looking through the goggle, we come across the first problem. The 2 pieces of electronics that cut just on the edge of your peripheral vision. Not a lot, but as ski goggles are designed to let you see as much as possible, these do not. And once of course you notice it, it's very hard not to notice it. So the second problem I have is about the lenses. On the Kickstarter page, they said that these lenses have a variable light transmission of 16%, which basically means that they cut out 84% of the light. Great for good weather. But looking through these, there's hardly any reflective coating on the lens at all. Okay, just for a comparison, these have a variable light transmission of 10%, and one you can probably see me through, the other you can't. And finally, under the studio lights, whoever dipped these lenses did it very badly. On one side of the lens, it's absolutely fine. The coating is absolutely even. However, on the other side, you can see where there is like a weird pattern, like an oil spill, where whoever dipped these didn't do a very good job. You can't really notice when you're wearing them. However, it goes to show the care that was taken when they actually made them. So then we come to the gimmick, the bone conducting headphones. As you can see, there are two bone conducting headphones attached to the goggle. Here are my thoughts on wearing them. Putting them on like a normal pair of goggles, they immediately get caught up in the foam and you have to reposition them, which can get annoying time over time. If you watch my channel, you'll know that I don't wear a helmet, I wear a hat. And putting these goggles over a hat results in the headphones on the outside of the hat with no direct contact with the skull. To make that, you really have to tuck those in under the hat which is very annoying. And of course, every time you lift up the goggle, you have to repeat the process. Of course, if you wear a helmet, you can either have the headphones on the inside of the helmet, or, as they state, you can actually have the headphones sitting on the outside of the helmet. The latter of those being easier than the former, requiring annoying repositioning of the headphones every time you put your head in. I will demonstrate. Again, headphones inside. Annoying. So when it comes to the sound, once you've paired the goggles with a smartphone, you can listen to music or take phone calls. As all the documentation is online, it took me a while to find out that I couldn't pair this device while it was being charged. Of course, it should be noted that there is no documentation that actually ships with these goggles. Now, once it was paired, and to get a sound level, I plugged in some normal Apple earbuds and set the volume to about 2/3. So on the goggle, you have additional volume control on the bottom of the left-hand side with 4 levels. And I'm not joking when I say that they are very quiet, distorted, and very distorted. With the loudest, I could even feel the headphones buzzing on my skin. And for best results, listening to music with a helmet with the headphones inside, as the helmet helps the microphones make secure contact with the head. And of course, this is where the problem with the headphones are. If you don't make solid and secure contact with your skull, the music ends up quiet and tinny. One of the scenarios they recommend is having the headphones on the outside of the helmet, saying that it'll give you a 360-degree sound experience. In reality, it gives everything a massive distorted echo. If you have the volume set to anything except the very quiet mode, the amount of noise bleed is downright antisocial. If you're taking a call, using the built-in microphone, even in the studio where there's absolutely no noise. The person at the other end commented that it was very quiet, even worse than speaking into a speakerphone on your phone. You can imagine what it must be like outside when it's windy and you have outside noises. My guess would be that it's virtually useless. So in summary, I paid a total with delivery of €107 for these goggles on Kickstarter. I guess if everything worked, they would be worth it at that price. But as you've heard, everything doesn't work. The main reason for these are the headphones, and they don't work satisfactorily even for a non-audiophile like me. I'm guessing when these get to retail, they'll be near €150 to €200, and for that price, it's not even worth a chance. I guess if they can sort out the problems with the build quality and the bone conducting headphones, then by version 2 or version 3, they might be worth buying. But version 1 is not ready at all. So having said that, and if you've made it this far, I'm giving away this pair to a lucky subscriber. All you have to do is subscribe to this channel and leave a comment down below. At the end of October, I'm going to have a prize draw, and I'm going to give this pair of goggles to someone who will hopefully have a bit more luck than I did. Of course, any fellow Kickstarter buyers who would like to leave a comment, I would love to hear from you. And until the next video, ciao.